Okay, let's get this show on the road. Oh, turn that light off. Hey, me being terrible at streaming. What's new? Welcome everybody. Trisk, I will the science. I will the science indeed. How is everybody today? It's a wonderful Sunday. It's Easter Sunday. I'm going to try a little something out here. I don't know if this is going to work well or not, but... Sorry, let me get these texts sent out as soon as I find chat I need. Anyway, where were we? So, we got a cool thing to build here. We got a couple cool things to do. Okay. So DIY mini Oscilloscope kit. Microcontroller electronics component soldering practice. Loose kit number. Color with shell. That's what we have here. Let me zoom in on that so you guys can see this. See, DIY mini digital oscilloscope kit, microcontroller, electric component soldering practice, loose kit number, color with shell. That's the color. It comes with the shell. So let's open it up, see what we got. Eh? We've got pack opening. If you guys want to do that, I will. Once that challenge gets met, I'll put another one up. Gives you a little something to spend points on. Okay, this is the baggie. This is the color with shell. Don't need that right now. And this is the kit. I don't know how the glove thing is going to work out. I think it'll be okay for cracking packs. Let's look at all the components we have. Oh, we're going to have some surface mount stuff, I can already tell. Uh-oh. Hope there was not more of that. But the instructions are completely in Chinese. I mean, some of them aren't, but... Okay, here's the screen. This is a nice screen, you might say. Wrong. Okay, this is the knob, not an Orc knob, but we're going to put this in. We're going to twiddle the knob. We're going to put the knob pieces in this baggie here along with this. I mean, you even have to build your own probes. Damn. They're just clippy. Yeah, just a little clippy. And it's got this little tiny,
tiny.
Yeah, it's a tiny display. And then we have
too close to home.
Yep. Yeah, we can still read those. Okay, it's just a rotary encoder. Does it click? Ah, it clicks. Nice. Okay. And these are parts for the rotary encoder, but we're going to put them in here for now because we don't need them. Okay. I'm going to go see if I can find some English instructions for this thing. Here's also the oh, that's the input. Where's the power? Oh, it's got a USB. Okay. We're going to put a USB-C on here just because I can. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. So this is all surface mount. So this is going to be fun. So there's the OLED interface, and that's probably going to go like this. Oh. I thought that was already installed. It is not, so we're going to have to install that. That's very interesting. These look like inductor loops. But where do they go? Interesting. Okay, there's the switch. But yeah. So let me see if I can find the instructions real quick. And then we will go from there. So, yay, Toya, how are you doing today? And I think what we'll do is we'll do the, we're going to do this guy first. Because that is going to be the most difficult. But I'll get to play with my new toy. And by new toy, I mean, it's not really anything crazy, but there is this little thing that I picked up, which is a little suction holder for... Yeah, one thing I don't like about it, though, is it doesn't really, doesn't have, like, an off thing, so you just have to, like, squeeze it. So, which is not a big deal, but... Yeah, you use it to pick up parts, put them in place, and you can kind of squeeze it and pop them free. Hey, Chip Gal, we are at the shop. Both myself and Merker are here. Trisk. TR1 Sklion. Do not. Oh, who put that on? I didn't even hear about anything like that going on. I did one of those recently for the March 10th Mario Day with the Salsa Shack dudes. Also, I need to go get that out of the truck. But yeah, let me find the instructions for this first. TR1 Sklion. Do not the Aramis. Okay. Oh, cool. There's an iFixit guide to this. Is this the same thing? Yeah. All right. Wow, they sell this thing for $20. Like 3 or 5, somewhere around there. A lot of markup. Oh, okay. Okay. We're going to do that differently. Oh, those are test rings. Okay, where do they go? Oh, I see. Okay. All right, cool. I do not live in a post-Soviet country. Maybe we all live in post-Soviet countries. What games were what games? And the most important thing is, did you finish? It's your first one. You finished it. That's pretty cool. So we're gonna we're gonna do things a little bit differently on this. I'm gonna do the microcontroller first. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I can and nobody can stop me. None of you can stop me. There's not a single person in chat right now that can do a damn thing about this. I dare y'all to try to stop me. Up, y'all know what to do. By the way, there is a channel point to redeem up for opening the Toidles packs. If that one finishes, I'll add some more. Toidles. Some kind of Toidle. Can't say I'm a big fan of this. Bottom viewer. We're all bottom viewers. But yeah, Toya, what games did you do? Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna end up. You know, Merker. We had to do a board for something, and build it on here. But do one with a solder mask. Or stencil. Not mask, but stencil. I think it'd be kind of cool, right? So anyway, we're going to do this kind of the poor man's way. Enjoy. Trist, thank you so much for the gift sub to Toya. Indeed, enjoy your Trisk blocks. Enjoy the delicious Tricera nachos. And your absolutely wonderful beaver cheese that you will now have access to. The Trisk block brings many blessings, and it smiles upon us. So, but anyway, we're going to use some solder paste to put this on there, because I can. Don't have to, but it's kind of cool. Solder paste is cool. And so instead of trying to solder this by hand, we're just going to do it that way. So let me go grab my solder. It's in the fridge. You know, you want to keep your refreshments nice and tasty. What are you with Yeah, I was watching. I don't know if she is anymore. Okay. So, anyway, we keep this in the fridge because it says to. Why do you keep solder paste in the fridge? You know, I just said that. But I've always wondered why. Does it keep it from, like, drying out? Or is there something to it? You're the one who's supposed to know this stuff. You're the smart one here. Trisk, thanks for hanging out. Thank you for the gift sub. Much appreciated. Enjoy the rest of your Easter. And, yes, Yatoya, most importantly, you get the gimmicks. The gimmick is love, the gimmick is life. The Tapeworm Disco Puzzle. Okay, I've never heard of that. Chase, Homebrew. Never heard of that. Side Pocket. I assume that's a pool game. I've never heard of that. I'm not familiar. From Below. Never heard of that. RC Pro Am 2. Nice. Shara and the 40 Thieves. Never heard of that. Shatterhand. I've played that one. Little Nemo. On the NES? And Alien 3? I didn't know that there was a Little Nemo game for the NES. Okay, well, you learn something new every day. Or you should learn something new. You should learn something new every day. Okay, so let's do this with the big overhead cam. It's honestly way too much paste, but it'll work. So the idea we have here is one of these bigger ones. This works better. So we're just going to kind of tack this guy in place. Okay, so we got to pay attention to the orientation. You'll see there's a little dot there. So anyway, turn this down quite a bit. Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with playing the more obscure games, and in fact, we might even try to do that. I've got my TI-83, and I could try to install the current Board Boosters game on it. Okay, I'm actually going to turn down the air just a hair on this. Did this right. Now, there are some solder bridges and stuff, but you see it actually pulls the surface tension of the solder, pulls the chip into place, And this stuff here basically is just solder particles suspended in a flux compound. It's called solder paste. And when it gets hot, it pulls them into place and does what you guys just saw. It's a pretty cool concept. Waiting for my hot air to cool down. Then we're going to go in here with a little bit of flux and some solder wick. I'm going to find my solder wick. And we will clean up some of that. It's not the wick I was looking for, but it'll work. Get my flux here. A little bit of flux there. This side's actually okay. We're not going to mess with it. We're only going to basically just going to kind of hit this stuff where we need to. So like there's obviously a couple places here. Got a few on this side here. Okay, that looks pretty good. So what was your favorite game out of all of those, Yatoya? Okay. So, and I like to go smaller to bigger on these things. launching things across the... So we'll do the capacitors. We could actually do all of these with flux and or paste. Okay, let's look at the instructions and see. Okay. Not sure which one to switch. Let me see if there's... Oh, they do have a translation. Okay, cool. Come on. Which capacitor did you mark? I'm pretty sure, just based on this here. Okay, there's a little note. Where's my pointer? See, we got C2 and C3, which are both 0805s, and then there's a little note there in Chinese, which I don't read Chinese, but I bet that's probably saying Is there not? Well, okay, it doesn't say. So we could just go with that assumption. I don't know if I could or not. I've never tried that. Give it a shot. Agent Wyvern. It is the Aramis Belmont channel indeed. I need this one little bit of information. The problem is this capacitance is so low that I won't be able to read it with a multimeter. Like you can check capacitance values on larger capacitors. I mean, I could just go grab some out of my bins, but I don't want an app. Why does everything have to be an app now? Okay, so I need to take a picture. That would actually be funny if it does this. I don't know if you guys. Oh, where's? Yep. No, you can actually do it on the web. So yeah, the underline in black. Okay, that's what I thought it was. But yeah, awesome suggestion. We got it to work. Let's see, is there anything that it actually fail in a come back here in an automatic trigger mode? Triggering exceeds DWAV form. Okay, use either vector or point. This is great. The Bumbaclot capacitor. Can you, or here, just look at my phone. But so you can pull up the stream or you can just literally look at the phone. The language.
Interesting. Use Intel
It popped up. I couldn't not do it.
BRT. Adjust the OLED brightness.
Okay.
Oh shit. Venga, automatic remote.
The waveform.
The waveform. That's funny.
I like I said, I had to, so I'm gonna send that to obsolete. Luthon, how are y'all gonna let Luthon come in here and disrespect us all like that? I cannot believe. I'm disappointed in all of y'all. So, Wyvern, are you still there? I have the TI 84 Plus in the kit. You just have a battery? Yeah. Someone's gonna have to ban Luthon. I mean, I cannot believe he comes in here and does that.
I don't have a hammer.
Do you really not?
We talked about this before.
Well. Is it MERKER?
MERKUR.
You are. Okay. That was my second.
Yeah, cool.
WT. You're going to let the X come through. The nasty, horrible, disgusting thing that the X pyramid is. And you're going to stop the gimmick pyramid. I don't know. What?
You know what I gotta do?
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do.
I must ban the Luthon.
Yep, you got to ban Luthon. Can't stop the signal, Mal. Don't fuck with me. I'm the pyramid master. WT, how are you today? Anyway, if Wyvern comes back, I want you guys to shower him with Tricera nachos and beaver cheese. Wonder if he's streaming, actually. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the rest of the surface mount stuff. Or the smaller surface mount stuff. I guess we could just do all of it, couldn't we? I mean, there's no rule saying we can't. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Oh, well, let's zoom in a little bit, shall we? WT. WT. Where were you? Okay, let's do the capacitors first because they're kind of okay. So 103, which is C2. C2 has the black mark on it, so let's do that first. Chinny Chin. How are you going to come in here? Do that in my channel. Okay. This is C2. Okay. C1 is the larger thing here. Oh, you're at work? Shouldn't you have today off?
Tried to go shopping earlier, man. It was closed.
Stormcrow was open. Actually, I don't know if they are or not. Come on, get. Yeah, really trying. Oh. Just tell leukemia to take a day off. I mean, shit. Like, can you not today? Just can you not? Okay. So, let's do. What is R1? R1, R3, and R5 are 2Ks. So, it's probably going to be these guys here, and I'll zoom in so you can see. So, 2K, and the way we tell, see, this says 202. So, the first two numbers are the first two numbers of the resistor value. The second one is the multiplier. Now, you don't multiply it by 2. It's your decimal place, basically. So there's 2 decimal places on 20, which would be 2,000. Jader. That's great, dude. That's great. Jader never stopped being Jader. Chinny Chin, how are you doing today? J Dirk, how are you doing today? You guys, does anybody have any plans for Easter? So hungover today. Okay. So what was it? D1 or R1, R3, and R5 are these 2Ks. So there's R3. R1. Focus, you fuck. Okay. We can go ahead and put this guy on there, which is pretty evident where it goes. That's going to be R4. Okay. Then we have R2, C3, and PO. So the annoying thing about surface mount capacitors is they don't have any sort of markings on them. So, but luckily we figured that out. Yep, today is Easter. It is Zombie Jesus Day. Or some old pagan fertility holiday. So, if you get a significant other, get after it, make some kids. That's what today is for, apparently, in those cultures. That's what we're supposed to do. And yet, what are you doing up here on Merkur? You're here up here making rockets, hanging out with me. Not really hanging out with me because I'm here. You're here. Actor Bosch. Yep, we're doing solder paste. Because I can. Okay, let me catch up. Yep, today is Easter. The dead. Oh yeah. You sent that picture last night, Derg. I forgot about that. The Dead cover band did an amazing show. Music you can see, literally in many cases, nice. Speaking of music, since we get some musically inclined ones in here, what would you guys think if I did a theremin kit? Would you guys want to see me build one of those? Do you even know what a theremin is? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Okay, where's R2 at? R2 is up here. What's wrong with me playing a theremin? You know what I think would be awesome with the theremin? Hooking it up to the musical Tesla coil. Oh, you just had like 5 beers and a gin and tonic, and you have a hangover from that? Jesus, Dirk, we're getting old, man. I don't want to know what liquor would do to me nowadays. I used to be able to put it down in my 20s. I mean, it was Jack Daniels. It wasn't particularly...
At least it wasn't like Kentucky Deluxe.
Yeah, Southern Comfort,
So good is actually not bad.
Whatever they had at the PX. I wasn't exactly drinking for the taste. And vodka. And local pizza place is open on Zombie Jesus Day, and I just got me a nice big greasy bacon pizza. Nice. That's a good za. Man, I haven't had za in a while, dude. This whole trying to not be a fat ass thing has taken some of my favorite foods. And I mean, there's some of the stuff I can eat in moderation. And I did have a couple slices of pizza when we were doing the generator project at work because they brought it up there. And I can't say no to free pizza. Free pizza is the best pizza, even if it is a Little Caesars.
I had some Costco pizza not too long ago.
Ooh.
You know, each slice has 33 grams of protein.
Yeah, but how many calories? 33,000 calories
Less than 1,000
per slice?
Yeah.
I want to have one of those here. So this part's really cool. If you guys haven't seen this before, which if you just joined us, maybe you haven't. So there's a kit that I'm looking at that's like 50 or 60 bucks, and it's basically like it's got a MIDI generator built into it. So it takes 700 calories for a single slice of pizza. Jesus Christ.
I mean, it is like a big slice.
Yeah.
And
Well,
30 grams of protein.
well, maybe I need to go to Costco with you the next time you go.
You know, the macros ain't too bad.
Yeah. That was an awesome picture, J Nerd. Yeah. What kind of pizza you got, WT? I'm doing. We're doing taco salads tonight. Me and Snick and one of our mutual friends are hanging out, and we're gonna do some video gaming and some pizza. Snick's actually streaming right now. He does DCS today. Ooh, nice. Ooh, kebabs on the grill. Okay, and basically we're just going to melt this solder here. And if everything goes well, see if I can kind of angle that so you guys can see. Oh, did I put the wrong thing in the wrong place? I did. Hang on. Get off of here. Okay, maybe that will suck down in place. Oh yeah, that sucks, WT. See if we can fix this through the magic of... Solder paste is great. Got a little bit too much on there. That's okay. We can clean that up. I gotta put the LED on there because I messed that up. What's Easter fires, Agderbosh? But yeah, going back, there's all sorts of things I could do with the theremin. I could make music. Could make music a different way. What are you doing with the row kit currently? Merker's building a big rocket. Ooh, Filet-O-Fin. You'll love to hear it. See, my Lab 2 project when I was going to school was I built a surface mount reflow oven. Remember that thing? It used to, because it used to get used all of the time. Yeah, it seems like most of the stuff I built is gone, but you know, it got used for a while, so. I mean, you still do the board checkout process, right? Or the bench checkout process, right? My brainchild. I come up with good ideas occasionally, not very often, but you know. Well, that's not my fault. Yep. Yeah, that's how we got these benches in here. Okay. Hang on, ActorBoss. Let me catch up here. Okay, so Easter fires is one of those pagan things you mentioned, except nowadays they do it here during Easter. Every area builds a huge pile of wood, puts a chair on top, and then sets it on fire. Okay. What's with the chair? Why do you burn the chair? What did the chair do to you? Wait. Today being Easter Sunday is canonically when the game Castlevania 1 took... What? Castlevania 1 took place on Easter Sunday. How do you know? Okay, I've never heard that bit of trivia. By the way, audio levels okay, guys? No, he's bitching about it, so probably. I'm not saying J-Derg is wrong, because J-Derg knows all of this crazy shit that I don't know. The story for CV1 details it. Okay. Which story? Like, where are you getting your information? I require source, J-Derg. Are you talking about the stuff in the manual that you're translating? Famicom instruction manual. Okay. Okay, there we go. I am happy with that. All right, let's get the LED on. Yeah, and if you guys don't know, J-Derg is currently working on doing a like translation and cleanup of those manuals, or one of the two manuals, maybe both. I don't want to commit you to something that you're not going to do, that you don't want to do, not that you're not going to do. On Easter night, a grand carnival was being held in the town to commemorate the resurrection of Christ. Well, that's why it's not in the U.S. version. However, at the ruins of a dilapidated abbey on the outskirts of town, a black mass is being conducted by heretics, a ritual in which they poured fresh human blood into the remains of Count Dracula in an attempt to resurrect his immortal life. Whoa! That makes the game so much fucking cooler. But instead, what do we get? Die, monster. You don't belong in this world. Then, as an ominous thundercloud engulfed the town, and a single bolt of lightning pierced the monastery, the demon king Dracula, harboring dark ambitions, returned once again to this world. To save the world from this crisis, Simon, a young man bearing the blood of the Belmont clan, took up the whip imbued with the mysterious power inherited from his father and ventured alone into Dracula's castle. Oh, I know. Dude, I love Soten's voice acting. Some people shit talk it, but man, especially considering the time frame, it was pretty damn good. And there's a lot of shit that we have today that doesn't even hold a candle to that. Yeah, dude, that like changes kind of the framing of the entire game. Okay, so we got that done. Sorry. J-Derg's distracting me here. No, that's fine, dude. Okay, let me see. Okay, so the green side is ground on these surface mount LEDs. Oh, dude, I cannot wait. Are you gonna like sell those or anything? You should like, I don't know, can you do that? I mean, probably not legally, but you could do some prints. By the way, is anybody watching on YouTube? If you are, say hi. I don't see any chat there. If you're not watching on YouTube, then don't say hi. Or you can say hi. If you're watching IRL, I'm sorry. You can't legally sell them, but the guy that you bought that marquee from couldn't legally sell it either. So how many fucks does J-Dirt give? That is the question. Okay, so we're going to do the LED next. Yeah. No, he has a marquee from a versus Castlevania cabinet reproduction.
A little upset that Cooks got the Alamo Draft House signed.
Did they? Oh, John was trying to get that.
He was.
Yep.
I guess I'm also glad that Cooks got it, not some rando.
Yeah. So it stays kind of local.
Yeah.
All right, screw it. I love doing the reflow. So we're gonna do one more little bit of reflow here. It's like entirely too much. And we'll just clean it up. Screw it. Yeah, I can take some of that off. Nah, we'll just clean it up. J-Derg. You did. You should post it in the CV Discord too if you haven't. Well, once you get it done. Oh yeah, and SBD's Discord, yep. Easter fires were originally to help guide the gods home or something. I think the chair was adopted from Christianity. Now it's just a tradition. Okay. Yeah, that's a cool story. Oh, you just put a picture in there. Okay. Exclamation Discord if you guys are not in my Discord. I mean, you don't have to be. But if you want to see J-Dirty's picture. Man, that looks clean, dude. The Corvette picture again. Yeah, unfortunately, that one's not mine. Mine's on Instagram. You know, I keep waffling on it because I'm kind of on the I want to fix it up now. No, you little bastard. Yeah. There we go. That's what I want to do, but I'm not sure. Blue waffling. I am blue waffling. Yeah, I'm kind of like torn on that. Because you know if I keep it, you're probably going to get dragged into helping me with stuff. So be careful what you wish for. What's that? Well, you probably could. Yeah, J-Dirg is going all out on this thing, guys. Also, not a Time Lord. I don't know if I said hello or not earlier. Okay. Let's go to the regular bench zoom here so we can start doing the next parts. So the rest of this stuff is surface mount or through hole. Well, I guess the transformer is or inductor, not transformer. Yeah, let's do this with paste too. Really cool just kind of watching it suck into place, you know. What's really cool is whenever you do an entire board in an oven and watch it, and that moment when the solder all kind of melts and all the components just kind of go, it's yep, it's pretty cool. But then one of them decides to tombstone. Yep. Or a whole bunch of them. Then you cry. No, that's never happened to me. Okay. So I think the next step here is we're just going to do a bunch of the we're going to do a bunch of the through hole stuff all at once. And let me see how those are supposed to be orientated. I think pretty self-explanatory. Okay, test rings, toggle switch. Female header strip. Ah, so that plugs in. Okay, cool. Terminal block. Okay. That's what I was curious about. Okay, cool. See, now we're talking about tombstones, and I want pizza. Red Baron. You know, I've always wondered, why is it called Red Baron Pizza?
Named after the Red Baron.
Well, I know that, but why would you name a pizza after a Red Baron? I mean, it is a cool name, but it, like...
Stop asking questions.
Red Baron does not, like... It doesn't necessarily invoke pizza to me, right? It's not even the right country.
Why not?
You know, that I think sauerkraut. I think schnitzel. Dude, I haven't had schnitzel in a while. We should go have schnitzel. Not tonight, but some other time.
You need to take my better home.
Yep. You do need to. Yep. Do you have any cute single friends that aren't crazy? That would put up with a guy like me? Ah, now it's fucked. Luthon. Luthon.
Wait, listen here.
Coming in here with his bullshit. Well, he says, yeah, but the Red Baron was a fan of pizzas, that's why. You know, that actually technically could be true. Because wasn't pizza invented before World War One? We need our resident pizza expert, but he is... Wait, by the Romans. Oh, okay. All right. Nagderbosh, explain yourself.
I don't know enough about pizza to refute that.
Yeah, that is not my understanding. Are we going to learn? Are we going to learn more things today? Because I've always been under the impression that it was pizza is very much an American thing. Now you're saying the Romans.
Well, it was the Italians.
Italian Americans.
They had something similar to pizza.
Not quite enough to pin it. Let me gob soda. Oh boy, what is Luthon going to say? I'm afraid. Anytime I see Luthon typing. Oh, okay, no, wow, he's actually spitting facts. Tomatoes didn't reach Italy until the 1500s. I thought it was after that. Oh, they use like a garlic base. Okay. So they used like a garlic base. That doesn't sound very good. Doesn't sound very pizza-like either. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this header next. Okay, I'm going to do the same technique where I'm just going to kind of glob some solder on the tip of the iron and tack this thing in place. All right. So let's start the debate on that. Is a pizza without a tomato-based sauce? Because we have to answer, before we go any further, we have to answer that question. Is a pizza without tomato-based sauce? Well, but I mean, it's not necessarily bread. I don't know if I'd go that far, but like, so if you make a pizza with white sauce, is that still a pizza?
I don't think so.
Or Alfredo sauce, which is not really Italian, but you know, it's another Italian American thing. Luthon, you like bad things and you don't like good things. Your opinion doesn't count. Okay, so the next part is going to be the USB header. Did I say header? I meant connector. Probably shouldn't pay attention to any of the things I say about things. Very interesting. So what are the immutable elements of a pizza? I mean, obviously bread, right? Black olives. You can't have a pizza without black olives. Can't have a pizza without. What's that?
Pineapple.
Yeah, Luthon literally just said that. Can't have pizza. Oh, cheese.
Mm-hmm. Well, unless you're my mom.
On a pizza?
In general.
That explains a lot about you, now that I think about it.
I love cheese.
I'm just saying, you have weird genes.
I don't like mustard either. No, she likes mustard.
Oh. You know, I'm so on mushrooms. Like, sometimes I want mushrooms, sometimes I don't. Yeah, I guess it depends. Like, I don't go out of my way for them, but sometimes you crave some shrooms on the old pizza. Okay, this is going to be another one of those where we have to kind of tack it in place. Yeah, these white gloves don't really work. think they called it a pizza. It was on a fresco from Pompeii. Ooh. R.I.P. Pompeii. I didn't quite get enough solder on there. Well, I don't think that's the argument that you can put anything on a pizza. But like what are the defining features of the pizza that if you take that away, it's no longer a pizza? So if it had pineapples, then it would be a cake. Mushrooms used to be one of your favorite foods in the entire world. Nice. I will say I love deep fried mushrooms.
Dough, sauce, and cheese.
Bread, sauce, cheese, and layers baked. But what sauce? You can't. Well, I don't agree with that. I don't think that.
Traditionally tomato based.
Well, yeah. Oh, you bastard! It's supposed to be tacked on there, not falling off. The focaccia bread.
Focaccia pizza. Amazing. Really easy to make.
We got Sheffer over here. He does make good food.
You can't deny that.
So, are you talking about like deep frying a pizza, Luthon? I did post something in. I think it was just in Wolf's Discord of someone was doing deep fried, like a deep fried pizza. Just kind of like, basically like an egg roll almost. So kind of like, pizza bites, but bigger. And I thought about that. Dude, I want to make some cheeseburger egg rolls now, damn it. I got to figure out a better way of doing that for the 4th of July. Because I can't not make those, right?
Oh, that's so good.
That seems odd, but okay. I don't like that at all. There's nothing about this that I'm a fan of. Well, Bill and Boomhauer tried to fry everything. I mean, deep frying makes pretty much everything better. Let's be honest here. Okay. Give this, especially that. In the frayer you go.
Deep fried Snickers.
Deep fried Snickers. I've never had that before.
So
Isn't there some area in the U.S. that deep fries butter on a stick? I think I've heard of that. I don't know if I would. I don't know how I feel about that one. I don't feel good about that. You're right. Problem with frying a pizza is that wouldn't you just be making a calzone? I mean, a calzone's really just a pizza folded in half. Yeah. Well, they're baked, not deep fried. Doctors hate this one trip. Has anybody heard from WT in the last couple of minutes? I think we may have given him an aneurysm. Far away from my chat. Wolf knows better than to come around here. He wouldn't like any of the answers. I'm not a nutritionist. And then he'd end up having to take me for a walk and give me some new shoes, and that just wouldn't end well. Yeah, then it's a whole thing. Look, you're in the field. Be cool if you guys could see what I'm doing, right? Be a lot cooler. I'm waiting to see where Luthon is going on this. Probably not. But also kind of you want to see the train crash. I don't know if I agree with you there, WT. I think you're in a better position than most people. Okay, we've got 3 more things to solder here. Legally speaking, maybe not, but practically. Exactly. Oh, Actor Boss is coming with receipts. Just not ideal, you know? Okay, this is going to be a pain in the dick to get in there, isn't it? Aren't you? Huh? The cut. Oh. You know, we have these things called gloves. They're like the internet. What the fuck is the internet? It is a series that we need. Did you order the tubes? Okay. Who was texting me and why? Thing is being fried butter balls. Oh, cream cheese and butter. Of course it was Paula Deen. That does sound good though, like not gonna lie. Let me solder this one in place before we have a tragedy. Of what? What's an arms race? Oh. Yeah. That was like 2 days ago. Couple of... God, I can't remember, dude. I've slept since then. Damn, this is... See if I can do it this way. High school. I was gonna go to school. La da 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 da. Oh my God, yes. The Adams County Sheriff kicked down my door. Then I heard the glass break. There were no kidnapping victims, just some lemon pound cake. Mama's lemon pound cake. Do you see that he's making some, he's going to be selling cake? He's...
Might buy some. If I can.
Yeah, I think he's going to be selling it as a, like prepackaged, like cake kit, you know, where you assemble your own lemon pound cake. I keep threatening to do a cooking stream. Luthon! God, that was the funniest part. It not just the fact he fucking put that in a song, but that came up in the court case. Not only did they make him watch the entire fucking thing, they had to ask the guy who Afro Man said he had fucked his wife. Admit in front of everybody that he wasn't sure if Afro Man actually had sexual relations with his wife. And that to me is just a beautiful thing. Immediately disproved his whole defamation fame. I don't know. Comedian and entertainer showed up to court in the same way, and it actually helped immensely. Yes, he absolutely understood the assignment. Okay. Well, let's see if we fucked it up. All right, guys. Let me get a 1 in chat if you think it's going to work. A 2 if you think I fucked it up. Oh, yeah, we need... Only you, Luthon. Only you. We need to assemble our probes. Just some lemon pound cake. You know, I'm not really a fan of this. I've got some wire here. What gauge is this stuff? No, I don't believe in that shit. Do we do a short to ground test? I'm an RF guy at all shorts to ground. Oh, what happened here? You know it's true, WT. We're gonna make some better probes here. All right, you guys have way more faith in me than I have in me. I'd like to say I appreciate that. I appreciate yous. Well, let's do a bit wider on the bench here. Like, what do you mean your output is short to the ground? Well, it means your output is a direct short to ground. But it is funny whenever you open up, you know, a transmitter that's, you know, in the kilowatt range or kilowatts or tens of kilowatts. You look at the output section and it's it literally goes straight to ground. It's an interesting experience. Okay, let's make this a little bit longer. Crank up the temperature a little bit on this. Where's my other clippy? There's the clippy. Well, I work on, I think I've told you I work on TV transmitters. My big boy is a megawatt ERP. Around 26 kilowatts out of the transmitter itself. in the UHF range. So well, the scary thing is actually the old transmitter, and you saw some of the components out of that. When you're dealing with around 50 kV at about 5 amps, that gets your attention fast, quick, and in a hurry. Because that's one of those things that if something goes wrong, they will be cleaning you up with a mop. I'll go grab one of the insulators real quick just to show you guys if you haven't seen them before. As Tris has on his stream, you have to don't doubt yourself. Be confident. No thanks, I choose life. But honestly, you know, there's equal parts of being very deliberate in what you do. Having somebody there with you, I'm a big stickler. Anytime I work on HV, I've got somebody there with a stick. You know, if I'm working on the low voltage side, like I honestly don't even like working with 480 without somebody there. And I know some of you are like, you work with what? But like 483 phase, I even prefer to have somebody there when I'm doing anything with that. Yeah, and well, see, and the thing is, like, there's not, unlike kind of in like aviation where you've got these, you know, you have manuals and stuff. You've got manuals for the transmitters, but there's not really. Yeah, there's not really a lot of that that's like, you know, a documented set of this is how you do this. You kind of have to learn. And when you're messing with the stuff that can reach out and touch you, and I mean, if it doesn't feel it's close enough, it does its own thing and comes to say hi. You've got to be very conscious of that. And true to Ryu, I'm just shit talking. Although I am not going to test. I'm not going to do the. I guess we could. If it will make you happy. Let me get one of my cheap, shitty multimeters. They're not really that shitty. That I plan on selling at the Ham Fest. So I don't know if this has a. Yeah, it's definitely not for the faint-hearted. If you were not confident in what you were doing, high voltage is not the place to be playing around. I like to encourage people to do cool things on here. That's not one of them. Not unless you've got somebody who knows what they're doing and kind of show you the ropes. Yeah. Okay, but if it'll make Ryu happy, we'll do the test. What do you think, Marker, or should we just do the smoke test? Usually how I do it. See? Straight for the smoke test. See, exactly. See, what we do is we plug it in, and we look for where the smoke comes out. Okay, and this is how I test it, right? Am I doing anything wrong here? Does everything look good? Well, we want to hook this across our power supply. Right now we have top men working on it. See, does anybody know what I'm doing wrong here? Can't quite figure it out. Yeah, I plugged the USB in the other way. It's wrong. You know, we should actually do this sometime. This would be fun. So anyway, you don't ever want to have your meter probes plugged in here unless you're actually measuring current, because that is a dead short, and that does fun things. But yeah, let's see here. Do the beep test. Okay, no beep. Let's turn it on. No beep. But yeah, I'm gonna be selling these and these kits at the Belton Ham Fest to kind of, you know, the idea is to maybe people who are new to the hobby and stuff can get some cheap stuff to practice on. So if you break it, it's not a big deal. Put that there. And we'll see how well that works. Okay. So let's give her an old choochorama. Some USB. Okay. Turn the switch off. We need this USB. Okay. Turn the switch on. Hey! Zoom in here. Well, worked for a minute. Oh, you have to. Okay. Well, let's test here. Okay, so it keeps going off. I wonder if it's our power brick. If it doesn't like the brick, let's try another one. Oh, there we go. Okay. So let's look and see. Mr. Skunky, welcome in, my friend. How are you? Let's look at the manual. It did not like that power brick for some reason. There's no information on any of this here. Yo! Sath, welcome in. How are you doing? Yep, this is one of these Alibaba specials indeed. All right, Seth. Well, thank you for stopping by, dude. So yeah, I'm sure we'll figure something out with it here. I'm gonna hook up I'll go grab my signal generator here in a second, see if we can get it to show something. So anyway, for you guys that don't know me, I'm Aramis Belmont, the world's worst Castlevania speedrunner. And we are playing with this little mini oscilloscope, which you guys can't even see on screen because I moved it. Can we do the big zoom? Not too big of a zoom. Ah, there we go. Let me see if I can stick this up here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see if I can find some more info about this. Okay, so we want that in automatic mode. Okay. Anything in the manual here? Oh, okay. Let's see if I can tell. Okay, so that is ground, so that's positive. Okay. Well, I will say if this thing works even half decently, I'd say it's absolutely worth the money. Ah, there we go. Yeah, this one you can power off of a little battery as well. Most of my scopes you can't do that because they're much bigger than this. No. Ugh. Nose cone. That's a big one. That's a big boy.
Only a few pounds.
Mine's heavier.
Oh yeah, because you get those stupid fins. Does not help.
It does not. Oh. I don't know what I'm adjusting here. It does things.
Need a signal.
It's got a signal, but yeah, we could plug this thing in.
See if it do anything.
We actually can't plug this in because I don't have my power supply with me. Yep. But no, well, it's not even. Hang on, I unclipped.
What are you measuring?
It's got a built-in.
A little test signal.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty small. But anyway, I'm gonna spend some time learning this little thing, and we'll play around with it. But it does work, so Because I do need to, oops, wrong button, get to the next project. At least get started on it. I'm running out of time here. Yep. Need to at least get this thing cracked open. So the rheostats are the output level for the two test signals. So I'm not sure what that. I'm assuming that is the level that I was adjusting, but it wasn't behaving exactly the way I expected it to, so I don't know what was going on there. But like I said, I do need to get started on this next project. So just looking at the time. Oops. Because I need to make at least some progress on it today. But we'll play with that some more. I'll probably do a YouTube video on it, along with the little signal generator. We would hook my signal generator up to it, but yep. I mean, I'm sure I've got one around here somewhere, but oh, okay. By the way, opening the Turtles pack has just went live for Turtles pack. I forgot to hit the start button on it again. I'll be right back. Oh. Smells like Ebon. Yeah, I don't know why. Okay. Here's our next project. It's a big one. So, see if we can figure out how to get in this bad boy. I see 4 screws, and there's probably screws under here. Okay. Then let's at least get this thing cracked open. Aw. Not you. Let's go find a screwdriver. I'll be right back. Still there? Annoyingly. Just had to make sure. You never know.
Yeah, it's still there.
Broke it. No rock epoxy for your filet-o-fin. You don't even get that anymore? I heard that. I heard something like that. It was the last time I used it, but that has been. I don't think it's quite been that long. I built something. 2 years. I mean, you're not wrong. You may be. Okay. Yeah, there's those two.
You still got your office sled connected.
Yep. I mean, it's technically ready to fly. I think. I'd have to fly some other stuff first. Redo all the calculations. We'd have to do the test fire. Oh, you're annoying. I think it's not too bad. Okay, here's the inside of the CD tray for this guy. And then here's this section. So, let's take a look at the mod for this. I guess you have to remove the BIOS. But I do have to go here in just a little bit, but let's at least replace one of the caps, right? At least open the caps. I will be back here Wednesday, and we will finish this up. And yeah, sorry there hasn't been much speedrunning content lately. There are a lot of capacitors here. And tongue torture. Let's see if we can replace this guy here. Okay. So I had to remove all these screws. It's a very interesting setup there. AC1, huh? Okay. 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 And let's get you here. Come on. Okay. Ow. Okay. Now let's find that in the capacitor kit. We are looking for a 16 volt 330. .330, but it's 6.3 volts. Not what we're looking for. Dump the entire kit here. Probably one of these guys. 16 volt 470. 16 volt 330. Okay. All right, cool. Done our first capacitor on the board. Anyway, let's go find somebody to raid. I do need to hit the road. All right, it is time to raid Ultros Gambini. I want you guys to throw up your anti-X emotes that you have. And I'll see you guys soon, maybe Wednesday. I want to thank everybody for hanging out. Hope you guys had a good time. We'll work more on this next time. Thanks for the raids, the subs, follows, all of that jazz. Actually, no, he just went offline. So we'll go raid Kenshin track instead. Okay, we'll try this again. Anyway, thanks for hanging out, everybody. We will see you later.
Oh, hello in there, Aramus Belmont. Welcome, welcome, and